South Jamaica, baby, they made me to be the greatest. Serving the deed of my creators, fresh off of my high haters. It's the king again, Magdalene, chauffeured, bragging and boasting.
Yo, what up, y'all? This your boy Dollars. It's another day, another dollar video, and I'm gonna be reacting to episode 7 of season 1, The Sopranos. Last episode we left off, Tony was coming on to his psychologist. Is she a psychologist or a therapist? I think she's a therapist, or maybe a mix of both. I'm not sure, but he came on to her pretty strong, and it caught me by surprise because I did predict in the beginning that he probably would end up sleeping with his therapist, but I didn't think it would happen so soon, like him coming on to her and letting her know how he felt. But she did raise a lot of good points, like he's putting all his women that he deals with, like his wife, his daughter, his mother, onto her in a way, because it's like, I don't know, like she takes their place by the fact that he can open up to her the way he doesn't open up to them. Last episode, we did see a little issues between him and his uncle already starting. Like his uncle got power and now he's just on some, like, he's gonna run things the way he wants to. So I feel like more and more of that is gonna happen as the rest of the season goes along. So anyway, man, I appreciate everybody that's been watching the reactions, man. I hope y'all enjoy it, man. And if you're new here, please hit that like button and subscribe, man. Anyway, let's get into this.
Stealing the sacramental wine? It's not sacramental until they bless it, moron. All clear.
Little badasses.
I'm gonna tell my soul something. Not what.
Jumping jacks, 10 of them, count them down.
3, 4, 5.
Damn, I remember those days, bro. We had the little gym uniform.
2, 3, 4.
What type of jumping jack is that?
What's so funny back there, gentlemen? You care to share it?
Sorry, Mr. Mescamin.
They in Catholic school, I bet, yeah.
Fuck, here he comes. Oh, water, kick, turn.
Was they drinking? Oh yeah, they was drinking the wine. That's why they moving like that.
Come on, stand up on your feet. Let's go.
Whoa, man.
They about to puke, I bet.
Mr. Mescamin, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Is that alcohol on your breath?
Yeah.
You're doing an excellent job. Allow yourself to take pleasure in that.
Guy's been ragging in my fucking ear all day. I'd like to kill the prick. You hear that, prick?
Look, you made your point, okay?
I made my point.
You made your point. Enough with this work stoppage.
And he stays until the union deems this workplace is free of hazard.
I have the money.
You do?
Oh, that's why.
Give the union a call and see if this gentleman here has paid up his union dues, and then pop one of these wheel covers. We'll check the brake pads.
I'll get right on
it. Money fixes everything.
You sure it was them?
They were drunk in gym class. Byron Barber vomited all over the teacher.
I didn't even drink it. I spat it out.
Anthony.
On top of this, you're gonna lie to me now?
He's very sorry, Father Hagee, and he's gonna be even sorrier when he gets home.
Anthony, why don't you wait outside?
That's not good enough for them? They about to say something to insult Tony. He's gonna be tight.
He's suspended for 3 days.
Well, at least let me pay for the wine.
Theft of the sacramental wine is not just a crime against property. This is an affront to our holy sacristy.
Damn.
I've asked Dr. Galani, he's our school psychologist, to join us.
What?
He's been keeping an eye on Anthony, meeting with his teachers. Why don't you pick it up from there, Doctor?
Oh, he's definitely gonna piss Tony off.
But the thing is, though, and it's not just this one incident, Anthony sometimes has trouble following the rules. Weighing consequences.
He gets that from his father.
It's thought that there's a good possibility Anthony could be ADD.
What?
ADD.
I'm sorry, attention deficit disorder.
That term wasn't as popular back then.
Inattention, impulsivity, sometimes, although not always, hyperactivity.
Is the ADD a made-up term? Because I know there's people that don't even believe that bullshit.
If he's got an illness, it's an illness, right? You'd hit somebody who's sick? You'd hit somebody with polio?
That's a little bit extreme now, Carmela.
Anthony?
Nobody gets hit in our house. Not exactly my idea. I don't know what the world's coming to if you can't do a little tarantella on the kids every once in a while when they step out of line.
For real, bro. That's why the world is where it is now.
Let me ask you a question. These other kids, you keeping an eye on them?
Or just mines. Exactly.
And so what do we, as the parents, do? Nothing?
Oh, no, I mean, Anthony's misbehaved. He should be consequenced.
Consequenced. What a term.
It's a crime!
time to suspend that child from school with all the money you give them?
Damn, that looks good. Homemade spaghetti.
Friend puked on his boots, huh, Anthony?
Want to encourage him, Uncle Joe?
Hey, whatever happened, the boys will be boys.
He stole from the church.
Exactly. Boys will be boys.
Yeah, well, I must have had another son who stole a car when he was 10 years old. Yeah, he could barely see over the
He stole a car?
Him and his little crew. They used to steal lobsters on the boats on the shore and sell them for $1 a piece down on Bloomfield Avenue.
Really?
How many times do I gotta say this? I don't want that kind of talk in front of this kid. That stuff is wrong, and I don't condone it.
Yeah, sure.
But your father and I have talked. You are not to play Mario Kart or go skateboarding for 3 weeks. And no TV.
Damn. That's a little harsh.
Green Grove Retirement Home and visit Grandma.
Oh, that'll be nice.
It's not fair.
I don't even think he agrees with the punishment either. Like, it's funny how he's embarrassed of what he used to do, though. Like, he's not proud of it.
Well, the stuff that doctor was saying, I never saw any of that in Anthony.
Well, you never noticed the way he picks at the tongue of his tennis shoe?
I feel like he wants to live up to his dad, probably. Like, he wants to follow in his father's footsteps.
Are you in the mafia?
She talked to you about me?
Talk to me?
I wonder, does he come clean to his kids eventually? Or they just find out on their own?
Been on that college trip?
Happened.
I don't know. She seemed peculiar when she got back.
You whacked the dude, bro.
Soon we're gonna have to,
Tell them.
talk to her about the business.
Wow.
Should sit down with Meadow. Talk as a family.
And with him, they'll give him a test, and we'll see what's what.
I respect him more if he does come clean to his kids. Hey, look, this is what I do. How I feed y'all little asses. How I get you the Nintendo 64s and put you through Catholic school, but...
If he's got a disease, why they tell me to punish him? Doesn't that sound like bullshit?
A-
Is it a disease, or is it a way for these psychologists to line their pockets?
Yeah, I think ADD was something that wasn't as popular back then.
Many children can really benefit by professional intervention.
He got in a little trouble.
I feel like that's a made-up term, bro.
Behavior out of the norm?
No.
I don't know. What do I know about it?
I think he's worried that his son probably inherited something from him.
Do you see his behavior
Exactly.
as a reflection of your own?
That's what he's worried about.
But you've not mentioned it.
Intimate feelings? I think I said I was in love.
How are you doing with it?
I just can't turn off my feelings because you tell me it's a byproduct of therapy.
Wow.
I never said you should turn off your feeling.
Well, I already got a girlfriend.
And a wife.
She's Russian, 24.
He's trying to make her jealous.
How old are you?
I find it interesting that it took you so long to tell me that you had a girlfriend.
How are you doing with it?
He's professional, Tony.
Look, I gotta ask you one more question about my son. You think I should go easy on him now or press him a little harder?
Well, that's difficult to say.
Follow your heart, bro.
Maybe figure this out.
Like, you shouldn't ask somebody else's opinion on what you should do with your child. Like, you should know what to do, I feel.
Hey, Junior, you get up. Why? I don't have to go to school. I'm suspended. You are not lying around in bed all day. We're not running a hotel over here. And then pull all the leaves out of the food filter. We're gonna do some work around here.
Who's playing music? His sister?
You didn't say anything about music.
That's true.
Why? Because I said so, and your father is sleeping, for Christ's sake.
He's doing a lot of talking back, though. I remember this song from the Matrix 4 trailer.
Anthony, why aren't you on your way to school? You missed your bus. You want to walk to the colored neighborhood. Junior, big fancy car.
His mom's always racist, huh?
Could you and Uncle June give me a ride to school?
Not right now, Tony. You'll be good, though. Pay attention to what those teachers tell you. You hear me, Anthony?
Can't even give your own son a ride to school, bro? What type of dad is you?
Move! Hey, John, one more day, man. One more day.
Wow, you gotta see his dad and uncle doing this shit. This kid had no chance. Back then, you could get away with assaulting somebody without having to worry about police being called so much. And you didn't have to worry about cameras.
I was thinking about fucking Jefferson Airplane this morning. How about that? 1967. Made me think about my father.
What about him?
Yeah, he barely talks about his dad. I realized that.
I mean, he used to whack us kids around a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, the belt was his favorite child development tool.
It works, though. Let me stop. It works.
How did you feel about your father after that?
I didn't want him to do it to me.
You were scared.
What do you want me to say? I was glad he wasn't a fag. Good. He was a good guy, my father. Everybody liked him. Taught us kids how to eat him. You put a little Worcester on there, you know, you suck them down. It's good.
I'm not into clams too much. I like all my food cooked. Maybe some sushi every now and then.
And little numbers. Extortion, loan sharking.
How did you feel about that?
How did I feel?
About your father?
He looked up to his dad.
Engaged in illegal activities.
I never really knew about it.
When did you find out?
Who remembers?
What you thought of that incident this morning?
Is your
Are you
son is
concerned
gonna...
that your son is going
Yeah,
to...
exactly.
Does he know anything?
I don't know.
Has he asked you?
No.
How are you going to handle that?
I don't know.
Me and Tony is similar because we don't like to admit what the root of the issues are sometimes. Like, we don't like talking about it either because we feel like if we do, it becomes more real. Is Tony a Gemini? I gotta Google that.
Well, Meadow is one thing, but this is my son.
Boys are different from girls.
He's a Leo. Okay.
Kevin and Matt, they ever ask you about this thing on us?
I lied through my teeth, but they knew. Fucking nitwits. They love me anyway.
It's hard to raise kids in an information age.
Huh.
You know, to protect them.
If it was hard back then, it's even harder now with all the social media and smartphones.
Yeah, I was picking up the Chinaman's Vig, and the Fed fucking X-Van was wide open. Guy went in for a burger or some shit.
Bro, these guys are so... They opportunist.
That's interstate commerce, you fucking Mama Luke. You want to spend 8 years in prison for a stupid stunt like that? You be my guest.
They into everything. He'll even rob somebody if the opportunity presents itself. Like...
Watching TV, maybe? Maybe he's watching South Park. Number 1 was supposed to be on tonight. The one where Cartman gets abducted by aliens, and they give him an anal probe and it makes him fart fire.
Shouldn't be watching that at that age, bro.
Go home.
You know, if it's bad, the ADD, they put Anthony in special ed.
What?
Help me to help my child?
Listen to this. Approximately 50% of children diagnosed with ADD receive help from special education teachers in their school.
Come on, we don't even know that's what he's got.
Exactly.
You blame me, don't you?
Who said anything about that?
No, go ahead. You blame me.
I blame myself.
For what?
For what?
For marrying?
I have 2 eyes.
Wow. She looking at the death notices?
Well, look who's...
She don't even got glasses. She got a magnifying glass.
Ah, let's play Scrabble. You'd be surprised how good your grandmother is.
She actually looks excited to see her grandson, though.
They sent me to a psychiatrist all morning. I took like 1,000,000 tests.
A psychiatrist?
Yeah, you know, because I got suspended and everything.
They sent you to a psychiatrist?
Yeah, she's tight.
But that's crazy. That's all nonsense. That's nothing but a racket for the Jews.
Dad goes.
He does not.
Wow, he just blew up his dad's spot.
To a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
She's gonna tell his uncle now, and that's gonna...
Why do you say that that's ridiculous?
Because it's true. I heard him and Mom talking about it.
What does he need a psychiatrist for?
The business.
Oh, I gave my life to my children on a silver platter, and this is how he repays me.
It's funny how she automatically assumed that's what he's talking about, even though it's true, but there's more to it than just that.
Yeah, maybe we should call the auto club.
We change tires at our house. Watch and learn.
We hands-on, man.
Yesterday with the psychologist. How'd that go?
Okay.
Yeah? What'd you guys do?
Is he gonna ask his dad? What does he do?
What'd you talk about? Anything interesting?
Let's get him between me and my therapist. You know, he told me I didn't have to say anything if I didn't want to.
That's what we pay extra for at that school?
Pay all that money so you could keep secrets from us?
Anthony, the other night at dinner, you made a remark.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Don't worry about it. I'm not mad. I just need to know what you meant by it.
Some kids at school said some stuff.
What'd they say?
That you were in the mafia.
Wow.
And those other guys writing down license plate numbers and taking pictures, those were feds, right? Just like in Godfather 1.
Uncle Jackie was a complicated man. But you loved him, right?
Yeah.
You didn't see me on that web thing, did you?
No.
That's right.
I feel like this was the perfect opportunity for you to tell him the truth, Tony. Should have just told him.
He's gonna find out eventually. What difference does it make? Me, my father. It's probably in the genes, right? You know, this ADD thing. It's probably all genetical. But what about pussy? He's an acquaintance of mine.
Do you hold your father responsible for what you've become?
Yeah, sometimes I think about
Yeah.
life would have been like if my father hadn't gotten mixed up in the things he got mixed up.
I think we all do.
When you first started therapy, you said that you had this dream about those ducks. They flew away with your penis. It was a bad omen. That something was going to happen in your family. Is this the terrible thing?
I don't think so.
You said you like the History Channel. He who doesn't understand history is doomed to repeat it.
Ah, your son.
My father.
Yeah, we don't know much about his father yet. Oh,
Heads up!
why he thinks of his uncle?
Why are you smiling?
Just thinking about my uncle. Used to tour the ball with me.
The one with whom you have all this static?
His uncle was more of a father to him than his dad.
And my sister came out.
The one who lives in California?
Yeah, Janice.
How does she feel about your parents?
Who gives a fuck what she thinks? She calls herself Vishna Mata or something. Soprano wasn't good enough for her. Fucking wannabe dothead.
Oh, I want to go with you guys. He said no.
Janice, neither one of you will be going. You talk to your brother like that.
His dad would have favoritism or something?
Fun.
I said enough! He won't give me a moment's peace.
But if Janice wanted, she'd get it. Janice always gets everything she wants. Where are they going today? I don't know why I couldn't go.
That's because your sister does as she's told.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Janice never does anything wrong.
Wow.
Driving me crazy!
No, I'm not.
She said what?
She was high-strung, my mother. Very dramatic. And every night to her was a night at the opera.
I could stick this fork in your eye!
Nah, she's a bad mom. She's a bad mom. Oh, he's about to steal the car. Nobody sees this kid doing this. Wow, he takes his daughter there and not his son? That is so foul, bro. That is so foul, bro. Maybe they gotta discuss business there or something. But there's no reason why he couldn't take his son either, though.
Hey, what you doing? Where you spin? What do you mean? I ain't doing nothing. Yes, you did. You threw that rapper on the floor. Pick it up. Leave me alone. Come back here. You got to pick it up.
Damn.
You're under arrest! Stop!
Wow.
What the fuck's the matter with you cops? Can't bring a kid to an amusement park no more? It's okay, baby. It's okay, honey. You go home to mommy, sweetheart.
What they was doing in his amusement park, though?
I was using my sister Janice as a front. All the guys brought their daughters so that when they did their business, it looked sweet and innocent.
Oh.
Turned out it was no big deal.
To see your father handcuffed, being led away.
He's just glad his dad wasn't showing favoritism.
Your father may not be home for dinner tonight. Go wash up.
I know.
What do you know?
I saw him getting arrested. What did he do?
They didn't do anything. They just pick on the Italians.
What happened? Stopped at Nasto's, got you some cherry vanilla.
That didn't take.
Arrested the wrong guys. How's my little girl? You all right, sweetheart?
I'm okay.
Good.
Johnny boy! Hey, Johnny boy! Hey, good for you, Johnny. Show those fucking sons of bitches.
What's up, Rocco?
The man your father beat up was the same one who was congratulating him? Why did they arrest your father?
He was in violation of his parole, association with known undesirables. But nothing ever happened about it. It just kind of went away.
He'd been in prison.
Yeah, he was away when I was a little kid, but they told me he was in Montana being a cowboy. What?
What's the bigger picture here? I don't get it.
My son is doomed, right?
Why do you say that?
Come on. This is the part when I'm supposed to tell you how terrible my father was and the terrible things he did to me and how he ruined my life. But I'll tell you something. I was proud to be Johnny Soprano's.
Yep, he enjoyed it.
That guy, I went to the class, I told him how tough my father was.
Do you think that's how your son feels about you?
Yeah, probably. And I'm glad. I'm glad if he's proud of me. But that's the bind I'm in.
Ah, exactly. I see now.
Anything he wants to be. He could be like this guy I know in high school. His grandfather invented these little ties that go on the end of salami.
Usually kids like to follow in their father's footsteps, though.
Have you communicated any of this to your son?
Not in so many words.
That's what you gotta do, Tony.
And what difference would it make? You said so yourself. It's in the blood. It's hereditary.
Genetic predispositions are only that, predispositions. It's not a destiny written in stone.
Yes.
We'll have choices.
She finally offers an opinion.
Finally.
That happens is preordained. You don't think that human beings possess free will?
How come I'm not making fucking pots in Peru?
You're different.
To this shit. You are what you are.
I'm 50-50 on that. Your family upbringing does play a big role in what you become, but it's not written in stone either.
Reno is growing by leaps and bounds, Livia. It's a chance to get in on the ground floor.
Oh, Vegas.
He wants me to run it.
A supper club. Are you drunk?
Oh, Pilla Madonna, Jesus Christ almighty. Fucking albacore around my neck. Every time I try to do something, me and the kids will go without you.
They are not going anywhere. I'd rather smother them with a pillow than take them to Nevada.
Wow.
Drama.
She's one of those moms that'll take her life and her kid's life before she lets her kids go.
Oh, Junior, you scared me to death.
I can't stay, but I didn't want to let another day go by.
She's gonna tell him your nephew's going to a psychiatrist.
You shouldn't be so hard on. He's got a lot to learn, granted, but he's headed in the right direction.
Where to? Overbrook State Mental Hospital?
What?
You remember the Alatorres, Ma?
You know, they moved to Nevada. They're billionaires now. Oh, that Rocco Alatorre, he was a real go-getter.
Didn't Dad want to go with him?
Your father? No.
Yeah, he did. I remember you guys talking.
And you stopped him from going.
Dad wanted to go with him. You wouldn't let him.
Let him? What do you mean? You just tell me one time your father didn't do exactly as he wanted.
I don't know. Maybe this was his chance to get out. You know, Dad was no choir boy, but maybe with a little bit of support, you know?
Wow, he blames her.
Well, if it bothers you, maybe you better talk to a psychiatrist.
Ooh.
Well, what are you talking about, a psychiatrist?
Well, that's what people do when they're looking for somebody to blame for their life, isn't it?
Wow.
Aren't you, Ma? You threaten to smother his children.
What does that mean?
You know, everybody thought Dad was the ruthless one, but I gotta hand it to you. If you'd been born after those feminists, you would have been the real gangster.
Yo, that's facts, bro. She really is the gangster, bro.
I know you're probably eager to hear the results of our testing. How's Anthony doing?
Good, I think. Don't you think?
I have a feeling Tony's gonna beat this guy up right now.
Cognitive function, verbal and nonverbal intelligence testing, arithmetic and reading evaluation, all within the normal range.
Oh, thank
So it's just a behavior thing.
In testing, Anthony manifested 5 of those symptoms.
5, really?
He often has difficulty awaiting his turn.
Well, that's still good.
And often fidgets with hands or feet.
He fidgets with hands or feet.
That's a stupid indicator. I fidget.
Fidgets.
Uh-huh.
What's wrong with fidgeting?
And that's a sickness, to fidget.
Mr. Soprano, it's one of 9 possible symptoms.
Possible.
What constitutes a fidget?
Tony.
No, what constitutes a fidget? I mean, so what if he fidgets? He's in school. Who doesn't fidget in school? And he doesn't wait his turn. The kid's in puberty. He gets a hard-on every 10 minutes, for Christ's sake.
Anthony is a borderline case.
Well, he's not a case. He's a 13-year-old boy. That's the trouble with you people. Every time you see a problem, you turn it into a disease.
Bars.
But he's gonna be fine.
Bars. Yo, I fucking love Tony, bro. He's a man's man, bro.
And I don't think we should have to pay for this testing either.
Stand up for your child, you know what I'm saying? They look at everything as a disease. He's a 13-year-old boy. He's not a case.
You're not depressed. You're sad and you're angry because you did something stupid and you got grounded. And you can't watch TV, you're playing your fucking computer for 2.5 weeks. It's gonna stay like that.
It isn't fair.
Got that right.
Life isn't fair, buddy. You gotta pay for what you do. Bro, you just was working out, now you have an ice cream?
What's it look like?
Can I have one too?
This one's yours.
You just finished working out and you're having an ice cream sundae?
You want nuts?
Yeah.
That does look good, though. That's it. Alrighty. Well, that was my reaction to episode 7 of The Sopranos. And at the essence of the show, I'm starting to see that this is basically a family story, like a family drama that has mafia overtones. Like, you would think that The Sopranos is just a mob show, and in some ways it is, but it's really a family drama. And this episode highlighted that the most. Like, it's crazy how we got to learn more about his father, which I was wondering why they haven't talked more about his dad, because I feel like, you know, his dad definitely played a role in his upbringing. But then we start seeing the flashback and he realizes, yo, it's my mom that's really the ruthless one. And he blames her for how his life turned out. Now, I don't know if that's fair, because in a way she is a good mom. She's just one of those old school, strict Italian moms where in a way she's more similar to Tony than his father is, I feel like. Because they don't agree with the BS. Like the way he came at the psychiatrist for his son and he told him like, yo, he's not a case. You guys describe every problem as a disease. So the way he stuck up for his son is the way I feel like his mom would stick up for her children. They are similar in that. And then I've been noticing how she really pulls the strings with his uncle. So yeah, this was a good episode. I want to see how the storyline with his son and children progress. Now that we know that this is a family drama, I hope that it doesn't get crazy, you know, like that's going to be wild. But I know it's coming. Like, you know, the drama's coming. I do want to see some more mob stuff though. It's like, okay, I enjoy the family aspect, but I do want more of that Italian mob aspect too. Like, and I feel like, yes, that's coming. So you just got to be patient. I'm loving the story, bro. And Tony's becoming one of my favorite characters of all TV shows that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Again, rest in peace to James Gandolfini, bro. Such an underrated actor, man. But yes, I look forward to the next episode, and I hope you guys look forward to the next reaction. Stay tuned. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy. We off this.
For my time goes by, they gon' raise a nigga jersey in the sky. Treat a nigga right, big dreaming on my life. Shorty wanna get some air, I go and get her when I fly. Taking off on these niggas I retire. The minute I catch fire, I smoked them all before, just revisiting the high.